Hello everybody and welcome to Caribbean Wayz. This is Robin. I am so happy to have you here today and to talk to you about what is going on with United States passports. Stop what you're doing, go to your safe if that is where you have your passport, get your passport out and take a look at the expiration date. That is the number one thing that you need to do. It is very important to have your passport, number one, in a protective case. If your passport is ruined, they can literally deny you. I have seen this happen. I have been at the airport, had a family in front of me that was trying to travel together. The father's passport had gotten damaged and the whole family got to go, and the dad literally had to stay back. This is before COVID. He had to stay back, go to the passport office the next day and get a new passport and then meet them the following day. You don't want that to happen to you. So these steps that I'm about to talk to you about today are very important. Like I say, the first thing is have a protective case, something similar to this. This is my passport. I have it in a case. You don't want this passport laying around. I heard this morning about a woman who was supposed to be leaving next week and she had her passport out already. Her dog got a hold of it and damaged the very first page. The chances of her getting on that plane are very slim. Don't let that be you. Number one, have it in a protective case. Number two, keep it in a safe. If you don't have a safe, put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. That way, if there's a fire, heaven forbid, at least it's protected. You want to keep your passport protected. It is very, very important. So the real subject today is not keeping it safe, even though that is also very important. The real subject today is the expiration date. Sometimes life gets busy and this has been such a difficult year and we don't realize that our passport is about to expire. This is very important. If you are thinking of traveling anytime in the near future, in the next 6 months, if you're thinking of traveling, this is very important. You need to get that passport, you need to take a look at it, and you need to see what the expiration date on it is. Let's say your friend calls you and she is getting married in Jamaica at Couples Sans Souci. By the way, Couples Sans Souci is the video that I had done the week before. If you check that video out, you will see we do have a contest going. If you want to enter that contest, make sure you check that video out. So your friend is getting married in Jamaica. She's going to Couples Sans Souci. You're like, yeah, I think that sounds like it would be great. We haven't had a vacation in a while. This would be a perfect opportunity for us to go on vacation, get to be at our friend's wedding. You call your travel advisor. The first thing she asks you is, do you have a valid passport? Before COVID, if this situation happened, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. It was very simple. You would just expedite your passport. You'd get it back very quickly, no issues. But we all know that this past year with COVID and the pandemic, the United States, in fact, the entire world has been paralyzed. For months, nothing was getting done. The United States Passport Office is so behind. They literally have millions of passports that they are trying to get out. And this is creating a lot of trouble for people that are wanting to travel. The process is you can get online and you can go to this website, and I'm going to show you this in a minute. But before, you could go online and you could start the application process. Now, starting on July 21st, which happened to be this past week, what has happened is there are so many people trying to get emergency visits so that they can get their passports expedited, because here we are and all of this backlog and people are realizing that it's too late to try to send it in and get it in the normal process. So they're trying to get it expedited. And what has happened is some companies had bought those time slots for the application process and they're selling them online. So the government realized this, the State Department realized that this was happening, so they literally shut down on the 21st of July that online process. Now you have to make a telephone call. If you can get through, you're going to be on hold for a while. And once you get through to somebody, if it's an emergency, they are taking it very much, because there are some emergencies that people literally have to get someplace. So it is a very difficult process. I'm telling you this so that you can be prepared and you can know you need to do this ahead of time. Save yourself the hassle. Don't wait until it's too late. Okay, so now you're saying, what do I do now? Okay, number one, you're going to get your passport. You're going to check the expiration date. You're going to decide if it's something that you need to do immediately or if it's something that you can wait on based on what your travel plans are. Number two, you're going to go to this website that I'm going to take you through and walk you through, and we'll be able to check the entire process to see what can be done, to see whether you're going to be able to take that dream vacation or special trip that you were hoping to take. Also, I have heard that some people have had success. Let's say that you have already sent your passport in, not realizing that it was taking this long. Now it's getting close to your trip and you're getting nervous because you haven't gotten your passport yet. You're checking online, which I'm about to show you a way that you can check on your application process, and you're not comfortable. You're thinking, oh, my trip is coming up soon. I don't think I'm going to get it back in time. You can contact your congressman from the area that you're in, and sometimes, I'm not promising, but sometimes people are having luck with that. Okay, so now I am going to take you to the website. It's www.Travel.State.Gov. This is the only site that you want to go to. When you Google, you might see other things that pop up, ads for different companies that might have similar information. Do yourself a favor, go to this website. Don't go to one of those other sites. And I'm going to show you exactly what you will see when you go to this website and how they completely walk you through the entire process based on your particular situation. Okay, so here we are at Travel.State.Gov. You'll see the alert that I had mentioned from July 21st, where they halted the online operations. And this website shows you everything that you need to do. You go to the US passports. There are all different places that you can click. You can do COVID-19 facts. If you've already applied for your passport and you haven't gotten it back, there is a spot here. You can go to track my application status. There's general information, where to apply, door-to-door times, special passport acceptance fairs, replacing your passport after the storm, applying in person. There is a video here, how to renew your passport. That is a cute little cartoon video that runs through the entire process. Over here on the left, there are different spots that you can go to. One is, I need a passport. This is if you don't already have a passport. It tells you how to apply in person. It's different if you're over 16, if you're under 16, you can click on all of those. Track your application status. What is a passport card? Over here, this is if you already have a passport and you want to renew your passport, or if your passport has been lost or stolen. Change or correct your passport. Track the renewal application status. I want a form. If you do need to print the form out so that you can mail it, you can print the form out here, fill it out, mail it in with your passport. I need it in less than 18 weeks, or I need it even faster in 12 weeks. Now, be mindful that sometimes we're hearing that because of the problems that this doesn't always happen. So leave yourself extra time. They're saying 12 weeks. Some people are getting them back in 12 weeks, but that's not always the case. So please don't cut it that close. And this shows the cost of the passport, and it talks about submitting a good photo. Basically, all of the answers that you need when you're trying to get a new passport, trying to get your passport renewed, all of the answers are on this website. There are other websites out there. Don't go to them. Go to this website. You're going to get the accurate information that you need, and you will be able to get your process taken care of so that you can get your passport on time and you can be off to your vacation. In conclusion, check your passports. Make sure that you are prepared. Don't be that person that has to cancel their trip because they didn't prepare themselves ahead of time. I hope this information was helpful. I do need to mention that this video is not sponsored in any way. I did this because I want people to be able to take their trips and enjoy their vacations and not have to worry about any of these issues. This is a big problem in the United States right now, getting our passports, and we need to prepare ourselves. If you have any comments or any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share, ring the bell so that you'll be notified of future videos that we have coming up week after week. With Caribbean Wayz, we will show you the ways.